Terry the Apprentice here. Craig's a little crook today, so I'll be doing your morning scan for you. I won't be doing a full 100 scan, but just a scan of the major Bitfinex pairs, just to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on out there. I'm pretty much a full-time trader. I have about 20 years trading experience, so I've got a reasonable idea of what's going on in the market, and I've been doing Craig strategies for about 6 months. So my screen setup, as you can see, is a little bit different to Craig's, but I have the 1 day on the left hand side, and on the right hand side there you'll see the 4-hour screen setup. And of course what we're looking for when we're doing our scans is those 3 strategies: the cradle, the Bitcoin breakout, and the fib boosters. No fib boosters today that I've noticed, because the market's not moving very fast. But you see on the left hand side, on the 1 hour, this is for Bitcoin against the dollar. You can see that there's a little bit of consolidation occurring there, and you can see on the right hand side that there's a possible breakout forming. Sorry about those. You can see there's a possible breakout forming, but nothing there that's tradable. We go to Ethereum against the US dollar. Again, you can see a bit of consolidation on the daily, and again the same sort of levels forming, very similar to Bitcoin, but nothing there that's tradable in terms of a breakout or a cradle trade. Ripple, same deal again. EOS, in a similar situation. IOTA, again consolidation on the daily. You can see it forming here on the 4-hour, but nothing in terms of a breakout or a cradle trade. Litecoin was my favourite earlier on this morning. I was having a bit of a look at that. You can see that consolidation again on the daily charts, and on the 4-hour it did set up quite nicely in through this level just here, but already broken through this morning, and the MACD was divergent anyway, so there was no trade there, but it was something that I was hoping to watch today, but unfortunately that's now gone. Monero against the dollar, I'm not sure why I've got that flagged. You can see it is falling quite nicely on the daily, certainly not consolidating but falling, and you can see a nice downtrend there on the 4-hour time frame, and that's something that possibly could set up for a 4-hour cradle today, but again, MACD is divergent, so there's not going to be any trade there, so I'm getting rid of that. ETC against the dollar, bit of consolidation, nothing tradable there, and with those wicks, I actually got wiped out by that wick there a few days ago. That's something that I wouldn't be looking at today because of those wicks and the possibility that you'll be stopped out. Dash, a nice bit of consolidation forming here and a nice level forming, but again nothing that's tradable at the moment. Possibly a cradle trade setting up there on the 4-hour, but again no, it's still divergent, so there's nothing there at the moment. Neo, we have a bit of consolidation there again, same sort of situation as all the other ones, isn't it? Zcash, same again, but nothing setting up at the moment. Look, I think probably the most likely scenario today is that we're going to see possibly a lower time frame cradle trade set up, but at this point in time I'm not sure. There's nothing at the moment. I'm not sure that the MACDs are going to allow us to get a trade in. Same deal again, ETP, and then Bitcoin Gold. And Bitcoin Gold has a nice level setting up through there, but with this large wick through here, even though it is in the opposite direction, I wouldn't be too keen. Plus the volumes on Bitcoin Gold tend to be a bit low, so you get a lot of slippage on your trades on these lower sort of time frames. So that's something I'm only really interested in trading on the higher, like the 12-hour or the 1 day. And we'll just have a quick look at the Bitcoin pairs. So we have Ethereum against Bitcoin, right on the daily. Nothing much there, it's a bit of a mess, and you can see that there as well on the 4-hour. Litecoin, bit of consolidation occurring here, but nothing there that's tradable. Ethereum Classic, you know, a bit of a move up against Bitcoin, which is interesting, but again way too wicky for anything there. You wouldn't be looking at trading that. Monero, as Monero US dollar was, this is in the same situation. We're in a nice solid downtrend, and possibly this is something you might keep an eye on later on today, but I don't think anything's going to set up today. It's just simply too far from it. So Dash against Bitcoin, same deal, nothing there setting up. We do have a little bit of a short-term move occurring here, and something that possibly later on this evening there may be something that sets up, but at this point in time nothing there, and nothing that looks very likely for the rest of the day. Same again, Neo. Right, a bit of consolidation there on Neo, and again same sort of situation, very messy chart. There's nothing much there that I'm interested in. Ripple, ETP, and ZEC. Yeah, well that's it guys. I'm sorry there's not much there for you today. It may be worth having another look back at some of those lower time frames, the 2 hour and the 4 hour, later on today. You know, I'm talking sort of 8 or 10 or 12 hours away, or possibly even longer than that before we start to see any possibilities. But unfortunately nothing there at the moment. Sorry I couldn't give you any more than that, and I'll catch up with you later.